Hi everyone, welcome to Sandy's Monday Oracle reading for this week, March 30th, till next week, April 5th. So today I'm going to do a regular reading with Enchanted Creature, and I'm going to pick up a card for the month of April with Vision of Nature, both deck by Angel Ray. Okay, are you ready? Let's begin. We're gonna start with love. Oh, okay, so we have the lion. Okay, so this card, excuse me, I'm gonna try. Okay, tells me that this week you will be courageous, maybe a little more than you are daily, let's say. So more on the love side, okay? By that, I mean, if, for example, you're single, maybe you will be more attracted to people, or you will go after someone that you love. Now, it's okay to go and ask and see if that person is single too, but if that person is in a relationship, well, and everything go well, maybe you should stop. Okay, maybe you tell them, they tell you they're not available, so let go of that. Okay, let them continue being happy in their relationships. Now this one goes also for if you're married or in a relationship, maybe someone else will attract you, so think about also your partner. Okay, so as someone I knew would say, you can look but you can't touch. Okay, so yeah, try to refrain yourself for that. Okay, also if you're in a relationship and you have a partner, don't be jealous but over the edge, if I can say. So yes, it's good to love your partner and to maybe, let's say, I'm going to say check a little bit on them and ask them if there's someone else or something like that, but not going over the top. By that I mean not looking through every email or phone calls or text they have, or trying to keep them inside, or always go with them when you go out. So, don't go over the top. Just stay low. Yes, ask question, but again, good question. And also be aware that your sexual energy is going to be high. So either you try to, how can I say that, to satisfy it or not. But if you do, be mindful, like I said, do you want to satisfy it yourself, let's say, or with a partner? Will it be a one night stand or an extra relationship? Think about that and the consequence it can have on you, on your couple, or in the other person's life. Okay, so for the money, we have the Swan. So, um, for the money situation, again, if you're, let's start with in a relationship, well, it's important before doing big purchases or anything like that to maybe talk with your partner. Now, of course, if you want to go out and take a coffee, okay, you don't have to ask. But for example, if you want to buy a new car or if you want to buy, let's say, a new home, anything like that, it's better to talk with the person you're with. Also, trust yourself in planning your budget, whether you're in a couple or single. Sometimes we are afraid when it comes to the financial part of our lives. So we don't trust ourselves. Maybe we are scared, or maybe we try to, let's say, cover our eyes, and we spend without thinking. But if you sit down and make a budget, plan for the biggest purchase, and follow our plan, it can go well. And for example, let's say, I'm not going to say if you fail, but let's say life happens. So even if you made a good budget, yes, let's say your car can broke, so that's extra money, okay? But don't beat up yourself on that. Try to find a way to find some money, some extra money, or change some plan, but do the best that you can. Because whether or not, in school, or at least what I know, they don't teach us how to plan our money. And maybe they can give some credit card to the young ones without telling them how it works. So it's really easy to say, yeah, I have a credit card, for example, of 1,000. It's easy to go out and say, oh, okay, I'm going to buy this, that. But, you know, we blame the person, but how can we blame them if nobody shows them? So don't be afraid to maybe go on YouTube channels or read some books that talks about money. I know we don't have all the same budget, the same way of living, but sometimes you can take some tips from here and there, and it can help you. So that's why I say trust yourself and don't be too hard on yourself. Also, if you need, ask some financial professional to help you. Okay, and try as much as possible to not use your credit cards because it's really easy to get in debt. Okay, if you really have to for an emergency, that's okay. But the least you use it, the better it is, even if it talks about credit score and anything like that. Because sometimes we say, okay, I'm gonna stay under the $1,000, and okay, maybe 6 months, and then we see something and we go and we buy, and that's not good. Okay, so yeah, do it with trust and love. And also, if you see someone that's struggling with money, and maybe you can offer them help or just tell them to look to a certain YouTube channel that have helped you or anything like that. So don't force yourself. Don't try to tell them how it works unless they ask you for some tips. Okay? Work. Okay, we have, I'm gonna do it this way, it's better for me. Okay, we have the lemur. Okay, so um, is there something at your job that is bothering you? Is it, for example, a coworker that's harassing you? Is it someone you saw stealing some money or some stuff from your job? Is it your boss that's not acting well with someone else? If so, maybe it's time to talk about it. Now, I'm not saying to go, for example, on social media and say, oh, this place sucks, that. No. Go see the person, try to talk to them. If it doesn't work, maybe go higher if you can. Sometimes, yes, some people do bad things, but sometimes it can be simply a misunderstanding, or someone didn't know they couldn't do something, or they had to do it a certain way. So, yeah, it can be a simple mistake. Go talk to them and see what they have to say. That's good. Okay, for the health, what do we have? Okay, we have the polar bear. Okay, so if your health is going well, that's great. If you have some trouble, well, maybe now it's time to address your health problems. I know it's not always easy, sometimes it sucks, but it's good to know, depending on your situation, what you have, what is bringing that to you, how it happens, and what you can do to treat it. So, as for example, let's just say, okay, let's just say you're stressed. Well, why are you stressed? What makes you stressed? So, you're stressed because, let's say, you look at too much news, and yeah, with everything going on today, it's not always funny and happy news. So that stresses you. Now, what can you do to avoid that? Well, you can look at news a little less. So instead, for example, to look at them 3, 4 times a day, you can choose to just look at them once. Maybe not before sleeping, but maybe at supper or dinner time. So, yeah, and after you cut that, that's gonna help you. So, you see the why you're feeling like that and how you can stop that. Now, depending, like I say, on your health issues, always also ask your doctor. Maybe they have some tips for you, or you know, maybe, for example, if it's your mental health, don't be afraid to go and ask some doctor, psychiatrist, or talk to your friends, someone you trust. It's always good too. So if you know how to treat it, it's going to be easier for you to treat it. So, yeah, take the decision to address the problem. That's going to be your first step, and it's going to lead to healing or feeling better in the future. Okay, so I'm gonna take now the card for the month of April. What will it be? Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna turn this a little bit. Okay. We have the Heron. So I'm gonna put it here. Oh, I'm gonna try to, okay. Sorry, let's try to, because I can't really see. I'm seeing through the camera, so it's a little hard for me. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay. Now, so this card tells me that this month it's gonna be a good month to try to find balance and also stability in your life. And you know, we're always stressed running from point A to B, always trying to be either creative, to work hard, to make money, to have time to spend with our kids. So, yeah, now it's time to find balance. How can you find it? Maybe having a better organization of your time. So it can be example, the Monday, you plan your meal for the week. It can be Saturday, you go, I don't know, do some sport, things like that, okay? So make a schedule, but don't be too hard, because yes, sometimes life happens and sometimes it's not going how we think it's gonna go. So be easy on you and it's gonna go well. But it's very important because now summer is coming. So yeah, by coming, your schedule's gonna change. What you're doing is gonna change. Maybe you will go out more. So yeah, a good schedule will help you to avoid stress. Planning, it's the way to go. But don't forget also to plan sometimes with yourselves. Can be for doing some sport, watching a movie, reading a book, anything that you enjoy. Take a walk, have a coffee break at your favorite coffee shop, anything like that. Very, very, very important to help us to stay balanced and to have a good physical and mental health for helping us going through life. So thank you for joining me. This was this week Oracle reading with the card for April. I wish you all a happy and blessed Purple Monday and a wonderful week and happy month of April. See you next week and next month. Bye-bye.